Each passing day comes with its own endless needs and wants. While you're trying to settle the needs for today, the unmet needs of yesterday come staring at you in the face. And you begin to lament how hard you must work to be able to meet your daily needs without a hitch, and even have some leftovers. You keep struggling financially, you keep running in and out of debt, you keep changing jobs. All that won't solve the problem. You must master the act of financial stability. You must not resign to fate and continue the endless cycle of having to work every day with no hope of ever breaking past that low standard of living. Being financially stable in life is possible, and living a financially free life has now become easier than ever before. If only you will follow the simple rules I'll share in this video. You just have to learn how to play by these rules to get that life you want. Follow these simple guides and you will be on your way to attaining financial stability. Be intentional about your finance. You can't attain financial stability by being nonchalant about your finance. You must take full responsibility for your finance such that you focus on yourself and things you can change first. Endeavor to understand your financial situation, challenges, responsibilities, commitment, and how to manage them before going all out to ask for a pay rise from your employer or get a second source of income. Don't make the mistake of trying to find external solutions when you have not properly understood your financial challenges and how to live within your means. Another way to be intentional about your finance is to be intentional about your life. By putting yourself first and focusing on doing what is right and not what others believed to be right. Are your expenditures out of necessity or out of the motive to impress others? Don't try to impress anyone by living on their terms. You don't want to be caught in the web of debts simply because you tried to live a life that suits people's perception of you and not the real you. For instance, let's assume that you are currently trying to pay off an outrageous high-interest loan and you get an invitation to attend a dinner party in which you're compelled to turn out in a dress code. When you try to include the cost of the dress, it pushes your budget to the point where it drains your savings. You have two choices: respectfully decline the invitation to the party, or ask if you can attend in a dress that you already have. You don't have to consider the option of paying with your credit card. No, you won't attain financial stability that way. To be financially stable entails you define your own terms and conditions of living. It is that simple. This way, you don't have to worry about how to pay off the debt for the dress later. After all, you are not out to impress the crowd. The gossip about your old dress may not even last a few days, so it shouldn't bother you. Instead, be happy that you've just invested a few dollars into your future. Invest in yourself. Your first and most important investment is the investment you make in yourself. Before you think about investing the little money you have into other ventures, invest in yourself. Be deliberate about personal development. The world is evolving. What you know might be your major ticket out of financial bondage. Be deliberate about learning a skill that will help you constantly earn. Don't just be contented with what you are earning at the moment, but on how you can make your earnings evolve. It might be little, but keep taking a step forward. This way, even if you lose your job, you still have the opportunity to try something else. Get yourself a stable income by investing in a skill, and keep multiplying that income by staying relevant in your domain. Make yourself valuable at all times. Evolve with the trend, not the fashion trend by getting the latest gadgets and clothes, but the value trend by updating your skills. Invest in mental, physical, and technical skills. Make yourself marketable by exploring your full potential. Work towards earning on a global scale. Don't just limit yourself to learning skills that are only peculiar to your local environment. Learn skills that put you on a global scale. Explore opportunities to showcase the skills you have learned. This way, you are expanding your potential to earn from all over the world, and you have access to a wider audience. So, spread your tentacles by exploring the opportunities available around the world. You have what it takes. Go for it. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. This may sound funny to some people. You may be wondering how living a healthy lifestyle affects your ability to attain financial stability. Well, here is one truth you must know. Nothing drains wealth like the constant financial demands that come with ill health. You don't want to work without focusing on your health only to realize later that you will need to spend all of your savings on healthcare services by paying huge sums of money to maintain your health. So, while you work towards gaining financial freedom, ensure to make your health a thing of noble concern. Make the most out of your time by giving keen attention to issues that matter. Exercise when you need to, eat when you need to, and take a break from work when you need to. Don't just eat. Eat good and healthy food. Make exercising a routine. Make out time to rest and get yourself relieved of stress and fatigue. Don't go all out working without paying attention to your health. You will need every cooperation your body can provide as you work your way to financial freedom. Health is not necessarily wealth, but sound health can facilitate wealth and reduces your expenses. Remember, the goal is not to go sick and be able to afford expensive healthcare services. The goal is to be financially free. Draw a budget and stick to it. Learn to spend your money on the things you say you want to spend your money on. That's the essence of a budget. Once you can clearly define how to spend your money, you can make plans and achieve your financial goals. By keeping a budget, you do not only track where your money goes, but also the amount you spend on every area of your life. It is important to know expenses that are important, necessary, and unnecessary subscriptions and other tertiary commitments. You'd be able to tell if you are spending too much or spending less. You will also be able to identify if you spend more on things that concern others than on your personal needs and wants. This specifically addresses those that pay more attention to the needs of friends, extended families, dependent relatives, etc. This way, you can plan your finances better and draw the line when necessary. Keeping a budget will also help you plan for emergencies and also encourage you to maintain a healthy saving plan. You know what comes in, you know what goes out, and you know what is left. You know where you need to cut down your expenses, things you need to improve, and when you need to stop spending. It is not too late to start keeping a budget. Pick up your pen and draw out a plan on how you want to spend your next income and stick to it. Stay away from debts. At this point, I don't need you to be too harsh on yourself. Sometimes, debts are inevitable, but you must learn to henceforth stay away from debt as much as you can. You might need a loan to pay up your rent, invest in a business, or support a career pursuit, but make sure you already draft out a payment plan, and if you can go ahead without having to borrow, bravo! The deal is, don't borrow without having a repayment plan. Draw a plan on how you want to pay back. Your repayment plan should be a part of your budget. Just ensure you stick to the plan. This way, you know how long you have to pay your debt and how to get yourself out quickly. Remember this principle. However, never borrow money to buy what you can live without. Create the demarcation between what is important and mere distractions. You don't want to satisfy an initial craving only to realize later that you can actually do without that particular thing. So, while on your way to living a financially free life, leverage the resources of those who are willing to loan you and graciously scale your way through so you don't live your life forever at their mercy. Save and invest. Now that you have invested in yourself, you now have a stable income, a working budget, and working toward maintaining a healthy lifestyle. It is time to learn the rule of saving and investment. The mistake most people make is that they think saving has to do with putting aside what is left of their income after they have serviced all of their needs. But the question is, now that you have sorted out your needs, how much do you have left? Obviously, your needs and wants are without limit. Now you know that your savings should come first on the list. So, rather than save what is left, spend what is left after you have saved. Remove a particular percentage of your earnings and send it into your savings account. Work your needs around what is left. However, don't save more than you can conveniently afford. You don't want to save only to realize that you are overdoing things and you don't have enough to meet up with your daily needs. After saving, don't leave your money lying in the bank doing nothing. Look out for money-making ventures in which you can invest. Get your money to start working for you. You can consider investing in real estate, small businesses, buying and renting out items, or any other passive income idea you find amazing. Should you need a more precise guide about investing opportunities, check out our other videos about investing. They will be of great help. Monetize your passions. This is the game changer. You may have been doing jobs that you do not find enjoyable just to keep up with meeting your needs. Well, now that you have invested in yourself and have enough to save and invest, change the gear by turning your passion into a reliable source of income. What are those things you enjoy doing? Do you love to sing, dance, play a musical instrument, cook, read, or even write? Whatever it is that you love to do, you can convert it into a money-making venture. You can start by exploring the media. Make great recordings of yourself doing what you love and have those who find such performances interesting glued to your videos. The more traffic you can generate, the more money the platform on which you share your videos pays you. If this doesn't work for you, how about teaching people what you love to do and having them pay you for it? This is another way to turn your passion into an income stream. Whichever you think fits you, just ensure you put in the effort to make it work. If you want to do a live performance, go ahead and give it your best. Do you love tutoring? Go ahead and impact your learners. You can live the rest of your life having pleasure and making money at the same time, as long as you are determined. Now that you know these rules, what's stopping you from taking the necessary steps? You can live a financially free life. Enough of worrying yourself about working your whole life just to meet your needs. You can attain the level of wealth you desire just by living by these rules. Thanks for watching!